Are you responsible for reuniting the Pussycat dolls?
No, I'm responsible for nothing. Stop saying that. People are like, wow, you brought Nicki out of retirement.
Yes.
No, I did not. No, I heard there was a rumor that they were coming back, so I texted Nicole, because I just made friends with her. And I texted her like, hey, if you need songs, do you like this song?
Right.
And she sent voice messages back that was like, babe. She calls me babe. This is such a smash. And I was like, okay, would you want to come feature on it at least or something?
Yeah.
And she did, and I was like, let's save this. And we had it for a while, and I was like, let's save this for the album.
This album is finally out after 3 years.
Finally, we here.
Finally, we here. How does it feel?
So good. So good. I've been promoting it for like 3 years while I was still writing it. And I hated that I never had a date, or I hated that I couldn't talk about anything because they're like, oh, it's not coming out yet, we don't know. So now the fact that it's out there and they can actually listen to it is like, we did it, we're here, we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it.
I also heard that you made 4 albums worth of material for this album.
We wrote a lot of songs.
How did you decide what makes the final cut?
May the best baby win. That's what we say. Like we had, like all these songs are my babies. And it's like killing off souls. It sucks. But I really pick my songs with my family first, and then my team, and I show them like, here's what we're thinking. What are you thinking? And it's just, we always say, may the best win.
Right. A lot of songs made the final cut.
Yeah, and a lot of great songs weren't cut, but hopefully I can put them on the 4th album or pass them on to another artist.
Right. I know a lot of people were in your ear during this creative process, talking about, you know, the criticism from previous material. Like, how did you block all that out?
Opinions?
Yeah. Do you feel like you have something to prove with this album?
Dude, it's so funny because every question I get, it's like, oh, I wrote a song about that on this album called Another Opinion. Like, yeah, I had everyone and their moms give me opinions on like what it should sound like, or what song deserves to be there, or this isn't good enough, you can beat this. Like, people told me to my face, Meghan Trainor could beat this. And I was like, I'm Meghan Trainor. Like, I wrote this. Like,
Nice to meet you.
What? Like, what do you mean?
Right.
So it was very difficult, and at times it can really, like, because I'm so sensy, I'm so sensitive. At times I'd be like, maybe I just suck at writing songs. Like, I would knock myself down and be like, God, I'm not approved yet. Like, I'm not good enough. And then I would finally write something and go in with full confidence, and I went in with funk and wave.
Okay.
And I was like, how's this? And then they were like, you got it, you nailed it. Like, this is the best work you've ever done. And I was like, okay, every song has to be at this level or better.
Right. And speaking of that moment in time when you were making this album, I know you were in a dark place, you know, full of anxiety and fear. Like, how did you persevere through that?
Help.
Right.
Speaking up. Listening to other people speak up about it. Carson Daly did this whole thing on TV. He explained what his panic attacks were, and I sent it to my mom, and it was like, if you don't understand what I'm going through, this is it. Then I noticed when I spoke out about it, my fans were like, this is great for us. Thank you so much. I don't feel alone anymore. So yeah, I've learned so much, but I went to doctors on doctors.
But you almost lost your voice too.
Yeah, I mean, that was everything. That was my career. I was told, because I was canceling, I was told by radio stations like, we'll never play your songs again.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
Like, really quickly, you could lose everything. So I went into a dark place, especially when I was on vocal rest. You're just alone with your thoughts, which is like, not fun.
Right. How do you stay inspired?
I got my mental health better.
Right.
I worked out, I ate better, I did anything I could do to help myself. And I had my husband there with me the whole time. We started meditation, I'm telling you, I got acupuncture, I did everything. And then I wrote songs about it. I like threw it up, I got out of it, and my therapist was like, you're so much better now, you're such a happy person, you're back. You should write about that, like you should treat yourself. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna treat myself.
Right. I also heard that you went to Kanye West's Sunday services.
Heck yes. I love him. Man, when you leave there, you just feel like you can conquer the world. I don't know what it is. I like grew up in church, but my church was like boring and like kind of spooky, you know?
Right.
Sorry everyone at church, sorry, hi. But like, yeah, it was spooky. And this church is like fun.
Right.
And it's not even church, it's just like everyone's having a great time singing, praying, having their moment, putting their hands up. And what they do nowadays is like they'll take an old, like a 70s song, and they'll remix it with like different lyrics that are like about God.
Yeah.
Like they did Prince, and they're like, Jesus, died for you. Yeah.
Hey.
Every day.
It's like a remix.
It's a remix.
Yeah.
And so we're there losing our mind. Like, it's the best time.
When you left Kanye West's Sunday service, were you inspired to create new music?
Yes, absolutely, right away. It was nice because I had so many months that I was just writing, and I would do some appearances here and there, but on my weekends, like, there was a time where he would always do it in this one spot, and I would bring my family, and I'd bring new family each time, or friends, and it was so refreshing and nice to be like, clean my ears, I just want to hear this choir right now.
Right.
And that was like, I don't go to a lot of concerts, and I don't know, I never really have fun at concerts. I don't know what's wrong with me, but this concert,
Yeah.
I'm jumping, I'm dancing, I don't give a what, who sees me. And there's like Brad Pitt will show up and you're like, God. But like, I don't care, I'm in it, this is my 1 hour of happiness, let's hit it.
Right.
And then I wanted to write songs that made me that happy.
Some of the great moments on Treat Myself are the features. You got Nicki Minaj, you got
We did
Pussycat
that.
Dolls,
We did
Len
that.
and Stella.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're a big Nicki Minaj fan. You were happy when Nice to Meet Your verse came out. When
my
did you
God.
first become a Nicki Minaj fan?
2009 when she came out, when she first arrived. I've been watching her, I was like in high school, even like through every song, her Esther Dean phase with Starships, and I learned every rap. Like I was like, I want to write like this. I want to be cool like this. Her lyrics are so clever. Like, especially in the verse she wrote for my song.
Yeah. She shouted you out like twice.
Twice! When she says my name, I'm like, oh my God, that's my name.
That's me.
But she's so clever, like, and who can say a dumb myself down for these chickens and sound cool,
Right.
you know? She said chickens and crickets. What? I was like, what?
You gotta love. What do you think you and Nicki Minaj have in common as an artist?
For me, I look at her as like empowering woman and like loving herself and like knows how awesome she is. And that's like something I want to learn how to do. So like when I take my pictures, I'm like, I'm badass too, you know? But like, I don't know, I don't think we have that in common, but I look up to her like that. I don't know what we'd have in common except like she was hilarious on set.
She was. I'm about to
And
say
I
the
made her-
video.
I made her giggle and I was like, done, I could die happy.
The video was
It's
really
great.
dope. It was like female empowerment and colorful.
Yes, I wrote the treatment.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I want you to run my company and like you own the building and you have your own personal gold elevator that you come up on.
Right. What was your favorite part of working with Nicki Minaj on the set?
We built this gold elevator for her, and that was her shot. That was her big moment. And she came in and did that, and they were like, Megan, get in there with her. And I was like, like, what? She was killing it. She like nailed every performance, and I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do?
Right.
And I went in there, and I had this big orange jacket on, and she was like, there's something off here. Maybe if we take off your jacket. And I was like, like so insecure about my arms. I was like, oh no, I didn't get to spray tan them, you know, like so scared. And she was like, you look good. And I was like, really? And she was right, and I looked good, and we actually used a clip of me without my arms in the elevator. And I was like, yo, I told her, this is the whole point of the video. It's like women empowering women, especially in the office, like at work.
Right.
Like, you made me feel beautiful today. And she was like, really? And I was like, yes. So that was like a moment I'll cherish forever.